Good afternoon, guys. So, in the series for the preparation of TISSNET 2019, here is the part 2, which will help you brush up your GK. It will help you gather diverse information from diverse arenas. So, without further ado, let's just dive in. Okay, guys. So, the first question that we have is, which one of the following is an essential element used in electric cars? Our options are magnesium, lithium, bromine, and mercury. Now, the answer here, guys, is lithium. Okay. So, why lithium? Because one interesting fact about lithium is that it is the lightest metal in the periodic table. And not, according to atomic number or mass number, I'm talking about weight that we encounter in day-to-day life. It is one of the lightest metals. So the second question is, which one of the following is not an space exploration agency? So our options are Roscosmos, which is obviously a space exploration agency of Russia, JAXA, this is the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, ESA, which is again the European Space Agency. Now the last option, this is IAEA. This is a familiar acronym. It stands for International Atomic Energy Agency. So our answer is most clearly IAEA. Moving on, guys. Which of the following are tidal ports? The options are Haldia, Paradip, Kolkata, and Kandla. So guys, I remember in school, our geography teacher taught us that we can remember the tidal ports by the alphabet K. So obviously the answer here is Kolkata as well as Kandla. There is not a single answer, rather there are multiple answers. So the answer is Kolkata and Kandla. Okay. Which of the following is not a Nordic country? Nordic countries most prominently are those which are near the North Pole. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Iceland. All those countries which are around that area where Greenland is situated, most probably, if I have to tell you in approximate terms of the map. So obviously, guys, the answer here is Mongolia. Okay, moving on. Which of the following was most probably the first metal to be used in India? Options are iron, copper, gold, and silver. Obviously, gold and silver do not have much use in day-to-day life because they are not so durable. The answer here is copper. Copper, because we have all studied in junior classes about the Chalcolithic age. Chalcolithic is nothing. Chalco stands for copper. So copper was the first metal to be used in India by early men. Okay, moving on. Which of the following is a correct sequence of seaports of India from south to north? Guys, this is not from north to south. Rather, we have to go in the reverse order, south to north. So the options here, there are 4 ports which are mentioned here: Cochin, Calicut, Thiruvananthapuram, Mangalore. So Thiruvananthapuram is the lowest one if we consult a map. After that comes Cochin if we go upwards. After that comes Calicut, and the last is Mangalore, which is in Karnataka. So guys, our option is C, the Thiruvananthapuram, Cochin, Calicut, Mangalore. Moving on. Which of the following rivers is also called as Dakshin Ganga? A very interesting question. The options are Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, Periyar. All of these are South Indian rivers. They have their drainage area in the southern part of India. Kaveri, as you know, has been very famous recently because of the Kaveri water dispute. Krishna is also a prominent river in South India. Periyar is a river which flows in Kerala, and it is named after a saint by the same name in Kerala. So the option remaining is Godavari. Yes guys, the correct answer is Godavari. It is called as Dakshin Ganga. Yes. Okay, moving on. Which of the following is the official language in Argentina? Argentina is a South American country. The options are Portuguese, French, Spanish, and Dutch. The answer here, guys, is Spanish. Okay, moving on. Who among the following was referred as Devanam Piya or beloved of the gods? The correct term is Devanam Piya Piyadasi. Okay, so the options are Ashoka, obviously from the Mauryan dynasty, Pushyamitra Sunga, Vindhya Shakti, who was the founder of Vakatakas, if I'm not wrong, Kanishka, who was a Kushan king. So the answer here, guys, is Ashoka. Why Ashoka? Because after he got reformed and adopted Buddhism, he erected all these lots of pillars and lots of inscriptions all over India and abroad, in which he, appealed to people to renounce violence and accept Buddhism into their lives. Okay, moving on. What is the rank of India in the Ease of Doing Business Index 2018? Now, the Ease of Doing Business Index. Last year, India's rank was 100. So that is obviously not an option. In the current scenario, we have definitely developed a lot in that field. There is a lot of red tape there was in the past, which has been removed now. So the answer here, guys, is option C, 77. India adopts the rank 77 in the current Ease of Doing Business Index. Okay, moving on. Yeah, this is a very current news, guys. Rajya Sabha yesterday at about 10:30 in the night, it passed the economic criteria based reservation bill, which provides for 10% reservation on the basis of economic criteria. So what is the article according to which the constitution will be amended to implement this new law, which is being debated upon right now, which was being debated upon right now? Obviously the Rajya Sabha has passed it. So our options are Article 312. No, that is not the answer. That relates to All India services, the civil services. The second option is option 124. The option 124 is related to the Supreme Court, if I'm not wrong. And option third is 368. Let that remain for now. Option 352 is that of emergency provisions, national emergency provisions. So the only remaining options that we have is Article 368. And Article 368, yes, it is related to amendment of the Constitution. And amendments are how they are to be proceeded upon, how they are to be introduced. That is the procedure which has been laid down in this particular article. Okay, moving on. What is the rank of India in the Global Innovation Index 2018? Again, a most important index. The rank here is 57. 57 is the rank, guys. Not so good, but obviously we are not too far behind. And it has also got some relation to trade and intellectual property rights. Obviously, if you are innovating some stuff, then only you can have the innovation index, and then only you can, possess the intellectual property rights to that particular phenomena or that particular invention or object or technology. Okay, moving on. Who was the editor of the weekly newspaper Young India? Well, guys, the options are Bal Gangadhar Tilak, M.K. Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Sarojini Naidu, and C. Rajgopalachari. Bal Gangadhar Tilak is obviously not the correct option. Sarojini Naidu is also not the correct option. M.K. Gandhi was by and large the most prominent editor of the newspaper Young India. But also when Gandhiji was sent to jail on various occasions, like when he was lodged in the Yarwada jail, for a short period, C. Rajgopalachari also acted as the editor of Young India. So the answer sure short will be M.K. Gandhi. But yes, we can also look at C. Rajgopalachari because he has also served as the editor, although for a very short time. Now, moving on. What is the motif on the back of the new Indian 500 rupee note? The options are Rani Ki Vav, the Queen's Stepwell, Red Fort, Mangalyaan, and Taj Mahal. Guys, the answer here is Red Fort. Moving on. Who wrote the book Mein Kampf? Well, the options are Adolf Hitler, Shashi Tharoor, Abdul Rashid Khan, Winston Churchill. Guys, the name of the book is sounding slightly German, and so even though Adolf Hitler was not a German, he was an Austrian by birth, but the answer is Adolf Hitler. Mein Kampf is Adolf Hitler's autobiography. Now, what is the biggest imported commodity in India? The biggest imported commodity in India, guys, we are an energy deficient nation. We are trying to make up for that. Oil, precious stones, electronics, plastic. Obviously, the most biggest imported commodity in India is oil. And that is why the three biggest importers from where we import the from those nations from where we import the commodity, those are USA, China and Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia figures in that, USA figures in that, China figures in that, and the biggest imported commodity is oil. And we are also trying to build these strategic petroleum reserves at various places. So that is supposed to help us in forming a strategic reserve in case of some shortage or some kind of international sanction which will not allow us to get the energy or get the crude oil that we require. Guys, this is the last slide. Who is the creator of Linux operating system? Now the options are Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee is related to the formation of the World Wide Web, the internet as we know it. Steve Jobs is related to Apple, not the founder of Linux. Steve Wozniak is also related to Apple, again not a founder of Linux. As the name suggests, the founder is Linus Torvalds. Linux is just an operating system, like Windows is one operating system, DOS is another, Linux is there, and so on and so forth. Last question, guys. Which of the following is not a mobile phone operating system, not a smartphone operating system? So the options are Symbian, Android, Tizen, and Ethereum. Guys, Symbian was used in those N92, N72 phones that we used a long time back when Nokia was still, a major player in the smartphone market. Android, as we know, is all pervasive. We know all there is to know about it. Like Android and iOS are the two main players today. Tizen is another Symbian like small, smartphone OS, which is used in some smartphones, including those of Nokia. Ethereum, guys, is not a mobile phone operating system. Rather, it is a cryptocurrency. Like Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, Lakshmi coin is a cryptocurrency. In the same manner, Ethereum is also a cryptocurrency. So guys, this will be all for this particular session, and I hope that you got a lot of material, you got a lot of knowledge, you got a lot of knowledge from different fields if you have watched this session. And if you like it, please do let me know in the comments what areas, if any, I'm missing. Please let me know that also. Share this with your friends who are about to appear for TISSNET or any other management exam which has GK as a section. And tell me your views, tell me your thoughts, tell me what you want next. Should I make another part? Should I go for another series on TISSNET, or should I target another management exam or another exam which has GK altogether different? So guys, let me know your thoughts, your views, and that'll be all for this session. Good luck, guys. Keep preparing. God bless and Godspeed. Thank you.